about a month ago, I hit 100,000 miles on this car. Actually, it was probably like 2 or 3 months ago. I just hit exactly 100,000 miles. Check this out. Exactly on the dot. And that's about almost 4 years of ownership of this car. So I think it's an appropriate time for me to make a review on the ownership of this car, the problems I've been through, you know, just the journey I've had with this car. It'll be kind of like a ride-along video. I'll talk about everything that I've been through with this car up to 100,000 miles. I did buy this car with 50,000 miles. This is almost on the dot, 50,000 miles. So I did have this car for a pretty girthy amount of time. For those of you that are new to the channel, I have an 09 BMW 328i that comes with the N52 engine. It is an E90, which is a 4-door sedan, obviously. And this is my daily. I did have an E92 335 for a little bit. I also do have a F30 328i. And yeah, pretty much make videos, reviews, wide variety of all kinds of videos surrounding this car and cars I have. If you guys are interested in that kind of content, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. And let's get on with the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the reliability with this car, because these cars are known for being more reliable than most of the other BMWs. Pretty much like out of all BMWs, this is one of the most reliable because it is a naturally aspirated engine. It's a 6-cylinder, straight 6. When you guys do buy these cars, you can't just expect for nothing to go wrong, because obviously something will go wrong. It is a 10-year-old car, 11-year-old now. Things are gonna go bad as usual. So pretty much what I've had for the past 50,000 miles go bad on my car isn't luckily anything like major. There's not many like major things that can go wrong on these cars, besides like maintenance you have to do and all that. So far what I did replace on this car, this was the first thing anybody should do when buying a BMW if you are leaking, is valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket, and what's it called, the housing and the oil filter housing gasket. So pretty much those are like the main things you have to replace on these cars. They will go bad. If you think you're going to be lucky and these aren't going to go bad, you're completely wrong, because they will go bad. So make sure you guys get those replaced, get the maintenance out of the way, do your oil changes on time. The other thing that went bad, which still is going bad, I didn't get a chance to replace it yet, is my CIC system. This is a lot more common in this in the 2006 through 2008 models that have the CCC, and I don't know why, but I have the CIC, which is the newer navigation system, and mine's pretty much messed up. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys probably know that, because I've been posting all about it, trying to find help on how to fix this and all that. But pretty much my CIC keeps going through this loop cycle every like minute and a half. It keeps rebooting, which is really frustrating because you can't listen to music. You can listen to music, but it keeps restarting, and it pauses for like 10 seconds and then restarts again, which is really annoying. So I did a lot of research, and pretty much what you can do is pay about like $500, send it in, and they'll like fix up your whole CIC, whatever, get into the motherboard and all that. Or you could just buy a new CIC, which I did, which I got mine off eBay for $135, I believe. Yeah, it was $135, which I don't think is too bad. I did not get it in yet. I'm still waiting for it to ship, and with everything going on right now, the shipping literally takes forever, as you guys know. So once I do get that in, I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more, because I have to get it coded and programmed to my car. So that's like honestly the main thing about this car that has made me really frustrated. Other than that, I was able to fix all these other things on my own, but this, I'm not good with the electronics and all that, so that's one thing that really triggered me. But other than that, it's a good car. As you guys saw in my last video, I believe it was my last video, I changed the DTML pump on my car. That was throwing me an engine light on the dash, so I had to replace that. That's actually a really easy, like you could get it done in 20 minutes. I had a parts car, so I just took it off that, and my engine light has not come back since. Obviously you have to reset it, but hasn't came back since, so fixed that problem. A lot of times this will also happen from a bad gas cap. Apparently like air will leak into the gas cap or something and it'll throw an engine light. Something really minor like that. It wasn't a big problem. So that's everything from the reliability aspect of this car and what I've been through, what I've had to replace, maintain, and all that, which isn't too bad, honestly. So I want to move on to like performance. This car is not the most powerful. I think it makes like 230 horsepower or something, which is not a lot by any means. But I did buy this car for a daily driver, so I did want something reliable to not be annoyed by, and something that looks good. This car being a 6-speed manual does make up for that. It's still a really fun car to drive. Honestly, never get tired of it. And I will buy obviously other cars in the future, like project cars, faster cars, all that. So pretty much what you can do on this car is mostly aesthetic things, make it look better. For example, like modifications if you ever want to do. Probably the favorite thing I did do on this car though is my exhaust. You never get tired of it pretty much. It doesn't get boring. You always enjoy the sounds. And honestly, for a naturally aspirated 6-cylinder, I think it sounds pretty good. You guys let me know. But that is just my opinion. A lot of people that buy these cars, they don't buy them to mod them. They usually buy them just as a daily driver. And that's pretty much what it is for me. I'm happy with what I got. And if that's what you guys are looking for, I think this is the perfect car. For a daily cost on this car, I will talk about like the gas. So obviously the gas prices vary everywhere. Consumption right now that I'm getting on this car is 19.1 mpg. That is mostly city driving. I do drive on the highway every now and then. But honestly, that isn't too bad for the way I drive also, because I like to, you know, drive kind of hard sometimes. Pretty much I fill up this car. It lasts me a week, maybe a little over a week, depending on how often I drive, obviously. But I do fill up about every week. It costs me 35 bucks for a full tank right now, almost $40. As for oil changes, I do change my oil every 3,000 miles. I try to do it every 3,000 miles. I know it's recommended like 4,000 to 5,000, but I just try to, you know, be safe. Get as long lifespan out of this car as possible. For an oil change, I go to Bmw dealership. It costs around 85 bucks to get the oil and the oil filter. I recommend you guys do that as well. Go to Bmw. There's oil filters out there that I've had problems with, and they pretty much crack in half if you get the wrong brand. The one BMW sells is called Man. I'll put it up on the screen. And that's obviously for changing your own oil. I don't know how much it would be at a dealership, but it's such a simple task. I feel like everybody should know how to change their own oil. But other than that, guys, there's not other major things you have to do to this car to maintain it. At 100,000 miles, I know you need to do a power steering flush, transmission flush. I also want to do the differential, change the differential fluids, because this is a manual. Other than those things, it's very simple to maintain. For me, it was pretty reliable. Most people that do have these cars, they tend to be pretty reliable. If you guys do own an E90 or E92, please comment down below if you guys have anything else to add to what I said. If you guys have had different problems, or pretty much just your experiences in general of ownership with these cars. If you guys are interested in any things you've seen done on my car, the maintenance I've done, anything I use, literally anything, I have a full list of all the links I purchased from, and most of these are affiliate links. So if you want to support your boy, please use those links. I would appreciate it a lot. If you guys don't yet, follow me on my social media. I always link my Instagram, my Snapchat, all that good stuff in the description. So go ahead and give me a follow on there. But other than that, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.